Welcome to Moonlight Madness. This is the reading for the sign. It's a late reading for the sun, moon, and rising. And so I've lit a candle for fire. We're doing sun, moon, or rising for fire signs. That would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I have an Aries rising, and I have a placement in Leo and Sagittarius. So I've got a lot of fire in my chart. So the first card I pulled is from the deck of the Fairy Tarot deck by Doreen and Radleigh Valentine. So I'm using the Fairy Tarot deck from this chart. And it is quite a good deck. I've had it since 2014. I tend to always come back to it because it always seems to give me the correct answers that I'm looking for. I'm just trying to find the box. There it is. So there is the pretty old and worn Fairy Tarot deck by Doreen and Radleigh Valentine. The second deck I'm using is the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette-Baron-Reid. The third deck I'm using is the Colette-Baron-Reid Enchanted. Okay, so the first card I've pulled is Six of Pentacles, which means 6 years' time. So in 6 years' time, you may have an abundance in your flow of money, repaying debt or borrowing wisely, or you may be able to repay debt by volunteering for the next 6 years. Sharing your success. You have been labelled or blessed with others is vitally important to you. You give to those in need and heaven gives back to you. Volunteering your services or knowledge. Be wise who you give to reputable and doing honest works to your research. Crossing you have, which is interesting, the Wheel of Fortune, and it's Sagittarius season because right now we're going to a Sagittarius full moon. So I pulled out Citroen because Citroen also invokes Sagittarius energy, and I have a Sagittarian placement. So it could be 1 calendar year. Things will improve in your life. Some of you are looking at purchasing a new vehicle. Also the fates, the maiden, the crone, death and rebirth, being able to spin golden hair into gold, prosperity. You may want to drive a new car, or you might be just very driven right now. Or in a year's time, you might decide to purchase a vehicle. Past is 10 of Cups, which is to do with families and situations that are being worked out. So in the past, you had family harmony, raising children wisely, a happy partnership, spending time with family and friends, offering love and support to friends who feel like the feminine. Recent past, you've got the 7 of Swords. This is talking about dodging a bullet, escaping defeat, dodging a bullet from a job offer, avoiding unwise partnership, self-deception, and wanting to be alone. And also, it can talk about trickery and people lying to you. So you have a lot of people that were false to your face, yet they tried to be sincere, but they were not. People were hiding their real intentions from you and your past loves and friendships. Take your blinders off. You were around a lot of dishonest people. Then we have the Princess of Pentacles, which is Earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy, younger energy. A younger Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, an immature energy around you, going back to school, study, research, good news about finances, charming, reliable, upbeat, and clever individual, a mischievous streak. They love to learn, but they also like to dabble and play with people's emotions. Next card I pulled, which I pulled the card for, is the Emperor. So in the future, you will be a leader. You'll be in a leadership role. The Emperor invokes or tries to contain all 4 zodiac signs. They are discerning and judgmental and logical, like the Queen of Swords. They are charming, flirtatious, the life of the party, the fun people you invite to your party, can host a dinner party for 6,000 people and pull it off without even blinking an eye. With marketing geniuses, that's the King of Wands. Then you've got the King of Cups. They're also very compassionate. They're compassionate about their causes. They love their family dearly, and they are very emotional. That's the King of Cups. And then you've got, so I've got Cups, I did Swords, I did Fire. Earth is also about being compassionate, but also being about practical financial matters and building an empire. So you have all those 4 qualities in the future. Right now you've only got 3. You're trying to build the 4th. So that's what you're trying to aspire to. For leadership, 1, a perfect fit, a discerning, logical leader, a compassionate leader, giving of a cup, a motherly figure, a solid grandparent, Queen of Pentacles, an events manager, and a person able to be a mum and a charismatic individual. King of Swords, you are a giver. And prefers their books and courses and not really about people. These people like to be loners. They're the dark horse or the dark wolf. They prefer to be with their books. They're not touchy-feely. They're an Aquarian, Gemini, or Libra, but they are pragmatist and they're realistic. They do not ever mince words, and they never ever like people that bullshit them because they don't bullshit themselves. Then you've got the High Priestess. This is your superpower. Your superpower is that you intuitively know what is beyond the veil. You are a public psychic medium or clairvoyant. You are naturally gifted. You were born with it. You need to take longer walks in nature to get your readings on people you come with, which you touch energy, which possibly touch your cards or touch something that you touched. If not already furthest, you should be accurate. It seems people on having an actual reading. If you're looking for a reader, you need to possibly ask for a reading for yourself as well. Hopes and fears. This is strength card. This is Leo energy. So this is the fire reading. So you've got possibly fire in your chart, or you've got a planet in your chart placement. So if you're not a fire sign, this can also be for you. It says, do not mistake my kindness for weakness. Weakness is a place as a lamb, but it needs to be stand up for myself. My inner child and years in therapy with my psychologist have given me the tools to handle situations. King of Pentacles, this is the outcome. This is who you're going to end up with. You have a choice between an older and a younger Knight of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. One of them is in the military, maybe possibly both are in the military, but they have both military backgrounds, either the Air Force, Army, or Navy, and they are very interested in you. You've got 2 people to choose from, one younger, one older. One can be a business owner in your hometown. You may have a crush on a younger Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Possibly you have to choose between an older and a younger Earth sign. One of them you may have shared a past life with, which is why you are so magnetically drawn to each other. So that's interesting. Now I'm going to pull an oracle card from the Enchanted map by Colette-Baron-Reid. So one of them you may have shared a past life with, and you're drawn to them because they see things and you see things and you dream about each other. Possibly you dream about each other when you sleep. I've done that before. I don't always want that, but sometimes it happens when I connect with someone on an astral plane. So I might not talk to them in the physical, but we're actually communicating on the astral, which is in our sleep. This is what I think is happening for one of you, or both of you, with either a younger Earth sign or an older Earth sign, or possibly with an air sign, who is also an Aquarian, Gemini, Libra. So you may be communicating on an astral level and unsure why you're seeing them in the astral, or you're daydreaming with them on the astral. That can happen too when you come into contact with soulmate. I'm going to cut the cards into 3. First card I pulled, Sacred Pool. Someone that needs to be near water to balance their emotions. Encouragement is to do with Leo. So someone needs to encourage another person who's going through it right now, whether they're doubting themselves or they've not got any faith in their own abilities, and so they need to find a way to have faith in their own abilities. This is the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette-Baron-Reid. Card just fell out. Didn't even have to look for it. The never-ending story. New life. Oh, that's good. It's a good card to pull. So you're coming out of past stuff, going into new stuff. That's what I'm looking at. Sacred pool. 47. You look into the mirror, do you like what you see? The sacred pool will come and ask you what you focus on, self-love, self-esteem. We are all works in progress, so a detached self-examination made with rigorous honesty is called for now. Reflect by the sacred pool at being at peace with yourself. Can you see how far you've come? How magical your life has been? Do you notice the spark of the divine shining through your eyes? When you're conscious that you're the embodiment of spirit, it becomes easier to respect yourself and act in the consciousness. Then you'll reap the reward. Your unique service to the world is not only needed but celebrated. See the love within you and know that if you cast it upon the waters, it will return to you tenfold. Be at peace because you are beautiful and loved. Act with surety and confidence, and success will be yours. And then we've got encouragement 54. So this is the fire element of your chart. This is what you need to be to your children or to your loved ones that may need a little bit of support right now. Encouragement. You are being gently encouraged to step into your power, into the dream of your life. New things are out there and to explore, and the nurturing power of the universe is giving you a nudge in the right direction. You'll get the help you need and won't be alone in your quest. Every step you won't be alone in is right now supported by the wisdom of the universe. You are on the right path. Keep going. So that's a really good indication of your placement. And then we have 37 and 39. Be close in proximity too. Right, there is a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt, loss, and rejection, and humiliation, self-loathing, and arrogance, and all manner of suffering born out of unnecessary dramas. It is the old story whose refrain is that you cannot do this, you must not go there, you should not say that, lest your world come crumbling down. Today, know that none of this is actually true. The sky is not falling in. The voice you heard is the small, sacred, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie, wants to protect you, and needs to be seen as a victim. Love that lost piece of you, fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. You are not your story, and the narrator is simply the voice of your people part. So do not listen to fear-based advice, is what I'm telling you. Sometimes your heart enters into a contract with another that results in pain, not because of abuse or neglect or the other, more complex reasons. Shame, fear of intimacy, and low self-esteem are the greatest challenges to the success of a relationship. Consider how now valuable this knowledge is. However, right now you have the opportunity for important healing, but you must reflect on the stories you weave about love, connection, abandonment, rejection, and loneliness. Not only do you need to begin a new story, you need to forgive yourself for telling yourself the old ones. Now is a new story you have to tell your old ones too. 39, new life. A rebirth. Really good card to pull. This is to do with the birth of new ideas. When spring awakens the world, joy and excitement can be felt all around, and in the very core, blossoms burst from trees overnight, birds return home and sing their glorious song, and nature is full of promise. Miracles beckon all of us. This is one of those times in your life when new ideas inspire you and new opportunities bring you hope for seeing the world, and you have energy you need to feel renewed. Allow your heart to be filled with enthusiasm. Let your life shine. New energy enters old relationships, and new relationships are bursting with sweetness and vibrancy. Unencountered when winter gives way to spring. This is a time to reconnect with others and share excitement, passion, and hearts full of joy. This card is a very auspicious sign with respect to love and partnerships in all forms. So there's a new love coming. Who could possibly be between the two, a male or female, whichever one you know adhere to, LGBTQT, above board, who's either a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and one of them is younger and one of them is older. You have a choice to make. And for the strength card, I put the tiger's eye, which is part of the Leo energy. And for attracting money is citrine, for attracting money. And that's what I have for you today for the fire signs. Sun rising 2022, late November. Yeah, that's it.